So, and before we start from where we stop, it is worthwhile to just revise, because 1 week is a big time or a big gap where we lose the link. And moreover, this Aruna Prashna is some many times enigmatic, not easily understood. So we now, in the course of knowing about him, we have got introduced to the Syava Swasya Maharishi, and he was not one, not different from Savitru Devata. And so he is, that Savitru Devata is a philosophical god also. As you see, Atha Savituhu Syava Avartika Masya. So this particular statement, which we have already studied, but here we get to know that the sage, who is Savitu, the impeller of mantra, is one fond of vairagya or vairagya, and so avartikamaha means to have that. And again, one more point we are introduced before that is Amiya Ruksha Nihita Ucha Naktam Dadrusre Kuhachiddiveyu Adabdhani Varunasya Vratani Vichakasaschandrama Nakshatrameti. And before we are introduced to the Gayatri Mantra, there is this introduction that all the stars have been kept in the sky. Rikshaha are the stars, Uchanihitaha. So they are all placed above in the sky. By whom? By Brahmadeva. And they have the character of shining only during the night. But in the day, they appear to have found place, Kuhachit, together to stay with the sun in the sky. So the Aruna Deva, the sun, envelops the entire brightness of the stars, and therefore the moonlight, the starlight is impeded. And but in case of moon, it is different. He doesn't overpower the starlight. So the stars remain along with the moon. So a beautiful concept has been given to us here. Chandramaha Vichakasatu. And Chandra is such a nice person that he is allowing the stars to show their light out. And so it is a simple cosmic phenomena in the sky, which we see every day, but we don't even note that. So there is a contrast or in respect of the brilliance of sun and moon in this expression, Adabdhani Varunasya Vratani. The stars are created Brahma, but he allowed them to stay in the sky, but sun is overpowering the light. And after that, we just get into the expression of the Gayatri Mantra to meditate, which is Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. So the light is intelligence. In any person, what is light in the person? It is intelligence. And also there is a variation in the power of the light. And the extreme light or splendor is Surya Bhagavan. So he is able to direct our intelligence or the brightness in our body. So people are bright only because of the intelligence. So that kind of mantra is here drawn from the Rig Veda and made hay that the sun is being glorified in that. And again, immediately we have got another mantra which we call Savitri mantra in our Dharma Shastras. Yeah, that was called Gayatri Mantra, and this is called as Savitri Mantra. And so that mantra, as we see, Tatsavitur Vrani Mahe Vayam Devasya Bhojanam Sreshtagum Sarvadhatamam Turam Bhagasya Dhimahi. So Bhagasya Turam Dhimahi. See, there is some meaning difference and also step down in the phala when we do this kind of cha. That is, but the beginning is we choose the enjoyable brilliance of that Lord Savitru Devata. But here the problem difference comes, Devasya Bhojanam. And the Bhojanam is also a source of light and source of enjoyment. And after that, we have also come to the penultimate passage where we stopped. That passage is Apaguhata Savita Trubhin Sarvan Divo Andhasaha Naktam Tanyavavanduse Astyasthna Sambhavishyamaha. So last class we came up to here, where we noted that Sambhavishyamaha, that is, we are all born keeping our bones not visible. Only skin is there visible, and that is covering the content of the body. That's what he said, Apaguhata Savita Trubhin. The Savitru Devata, Trubhin means the rays of light. Apaguhata means he has hidden or withdrawn all the rays. So when sun withdraws in the entire cosmos, there are his rays, then there happens the night, Naktam. In the Naktam, where pitch darkness prevails, there is the stars, and they become visible. And so here it is, the comparison has been given that man being born, not the bones being made visible. So also here the human beings, and though there is flesh and blood in covering the bones, bones are not visible. So like that, the stars. So in the evening, sun is withdrawing all his rays. That's exactly what we have seen. Sarvan Trubhin, meaning all the rays, and Divaha from the sky, Apaguhata, he just hidden them. And Tani, those rays, Druse, being seen, and after they are also seen later on. So here in this particular passage, we have noted the overpowering influence of sun's rays on the global bodies, because in cosmos, though we see visibly Surya Bhagavan, but he is not the only one constituting a cosmic body in the cosmos, but there are many more. And now we have got to do from this expression. ఒకసారి చెప్పండి మీరు, ఓం నామనామైవ నామమే,
ఓం నామనామైవ నామమే, ఓం నామనామైవ నామమే,
నపుగుం సకుం పుమాగుం స్యస్మి,
నపుగుం సకుం పుమాగుం స్రస్మి, నపుగుం సకుం పుమాగుం స్రస్మి,
స్థావరోస్మ్యథ జంగమః,
స్థావరోస్మ్యథ జంగమః, స్థావరోస్మ్యథ జంగమః,
Yaje Ayakshi Yashtahe Cha
Eje ayakshi yashta hecha. Eje ayakshi yashta hecha.
Maya Bhutani
Maya bhutanya yakshata. Maya bhutanya yakshata.
Vasavo Mama Bhutani
Pashavo mama bhutani. Pashavo mama bhutani.
Anubandhyosmyaham Vibhu
Anubhanjosmyaham vibhuhu. Anubhanjosmyaham vibhuhu.
Striyas Satihi
Striyas satihi. Striyas satihi.
Ta Ubhe Pugumsa Ahu
Ta ume pugumsa ahuhu. Ta ume pugumsa ahuhu.
Not Ume, it is Ubhe.
Uppe என்னது?
Ubhe Pugumsa Ahu
Ta upe pugumsa ahuhu. Ta upe pugumsa apuhu.
Pasya Dakshanvan
Pasya dakshanvan. Pasya dakshanvan.
Navicheta Dantha
Avicheta dhandaha. Avicheta dhandaha.
Kavirya Putra
Kavirya putraha. Kavirya putraha.
Sa Ima Chiketa
Saima Chiketa. Saima Chiketa.
Staha Vijanat Savitu
Yasta Vijanat Savituhu. Yasta Vijanat Savituhu.
Pita Satu.
Pita Satu. Pisa Satu.
So here onwards, we have got spiritual references. Now, see, in the foregoing passages which we see, we got some ideas about Surya Bhagavan, about Aswini Devatas, and so on. But beyond all these gods, there is what we call as Paramatma. And this Paramatma, Surya Bhagavan only, is Antaryami. He will be moving in all beings. And also in the objects of nature like mountains, rivers, trees. So he is otherwise called Antaryami. And so the Antaryami Swarupam of Paramatma Surya Narayana is being announced in this passage, that he is all in all, and he is basically existing in the form of Nada. Nama, Namaiva, Namame. So the Paramatma is Nada Swarupaha, and being, and also is Sarvantaryami. So these concepts have been introduced in this particular passage. And another point here is Yaje Yakshi Yashtacha, meaning Yaje I worship, Ayakshi I worship, and Yashtahecha would also worship. So here the worship is mentioned to be a continuous process, and the Paramatma is all in all, and all that existed and those existing remain to be manifestations only. So Janma Janmalo Kuda, there should be opportunity to serve the God, to worship the God, and Paramatma himself is committed to that kind of worship in the Bhuloka, even though he takes the avatar. So the meaning is sound waves are there, and that is flowing upon male, female, and eunuch. And he also is found is a mobile God, Paramatma and found in the Stavaras, and so is a Yashta. Now, in the next passage, you are seeing the spiritual outlook. When you got introduced to the Paramatma Svabhava, and he is the, and also informed that he is the Alpha and Omega, in a sense that he is taking care of those who are born. And in this, Maya Bhutanya Yakshata Pasavo Mama Bhutani Anubandhyosmi Aham Vibhu. Something different came. How to get it out? Welcome to Apple Music. I'm not interested. So here, Maya Bhutani Ayatshata Pasavo Mama Bhutani Anubandhyaha Asmi Aham. But I am Vibhu. So these words are the speech of Paramatma, the Parabrahma, and it formed a part of Aranyaka. You see, you have got a scope to make the Paramatma also speak. For example, in Durga, in Rigveda, we have the Devi, Adishakti Swarupini, talking that in the Durga Suktam, otherwise it's called as a Vagambrani Suktam, which is revealed to Vagambhari. She is the daughter of Ambrini. So like that here also we have got, he says, Surya Bhagavan or Parabrahma says that only through me or by me, all the beings have been created. Maya Bhutani Ayatshata. Then what is the definition of Bhuta? What do you mean by Bhuta? Now, he is giving an impression that Pasavaha Mama Bhutani. All people born are called Pashus. So, in Panchatantra and Hitopadesha, like where the Vishnu Sarma made an opportunity to write small stories and pictorial and make that impressive to the knowledge levels of the children. So here also said, the beings have been performed a sacrifice with my help owing to me. All animals are my creation. I am present in all beings, dividing myself accordingly. So whatever be the kind of the animal that you come across, the Paramatma will be also in the same way. So I am the overlord existing in all beings. So otherwise he is like Antaryami. I am one who is moving within. Maya Bhutani Ayatshata. All the Bhutas, the pranis, but they don't be in touch with all people, even including the wars. Even the wars are not able to do it up. Anubandhyosmi. Anubandhana is to follow up. So you may please follow us when we are trying to explore the Bhutani Pasavaha. Right? All the beings are basically Pashus. Pashavu Anubandhyosmyaham Vibhu. Next verse is Striyas Satihi
Striyasatihi, Striyasatihi,
Tavu me pugumsa ahu.
Tavume Pugumsa Ahuhu, Tavume Pugumsa Ahuhu,
Pasya dakshinvan.
Asya Dakshanvan, Asya Dakshanvan,
Avichinta
Navicheta Dandaha, Navicheta Dandaha,
Kavirya putraha
Kaviryah Putraha, Kaviryah Putraha,
Saimachiketa.
Saima Chiketa, Saima Chiketa,
Kavirya putra yasta vijanatu savito pitasatu.
Yasta Vijana Savituh Pitasatu, Yasta Vijanat Savituh Pitasatu.
So this is a very important authoritative quotation to say that women are eligible for Veda Adhyayana Kendra or Veda Adhyayana or places where Veda discourses are being done. And there it is said, though these ladies who wear the grace of Paramatma Guru, they become aware of the Atma Gnanam. So most important is Antaryami is there, and he is there present, monitoring with the remote the entire system in our body. Therefore, he is called Atmagnani. He has a knowledge about himself. Now let us look at the meaning of this particular passage. That Paramatma, Krishna, Rama, or anybody, they do not claim authorship of the creation, but they still believe that somebody is doing the job. And that somebody is again defined to be Mahanarayana or simply Narayana. So Striyas Satihi, those ladies with the grace of Guru become aware of Atmagnana.
బాగానే ఉంది కొంచెం వీపు నొప్పి కాళ్ళు నొప్పి ఉండనే ఉంటుందమ్మా కాళ్ళు నొప్పి వీపు నొప్పి కొంచెం మెల్లిగా మెల్లిగా ఏముంది కూర్చోవడం కూకటి పెట్టి కాసేపు కూర్చోవడం ఏదైనా కావాలంటే మీ అన్నయ్య గారిని అడిగి సహాయం తీసుకోవడం.
Yes, so here those ladies who have the grace of Guru and also who have attempts to understand self-knowledge, they indeed considered as men. So gender, here we have got a beautiful contemporary fitting idea that women are also eligible to perform Gayatri Japa. And so because Nagayatriya Param Mantram, and here when he visited that place, there was the embossment like this, which is being circulated to all people. So Striyaha Satihi Ta Ubhe Pugumsahu Pasya Indriya Dakshinavan Kavihi Yaha Putraha Saima Chiketa. So Yasta Vijanat Savito Pita Satu. So whether if father is learned, not learned, if the son is learned, then the father will be cutting a smile and happy. And therefore, it is said that the Atma Gnana is important. So here the Brahmaveda is expressing an opinion, if the ladies are learned and possess Atmagnana, that they could be regarded as men only, not women. And those women, those men who lack self-knowledge, but engrossed with worldly objects and reckoned as women only. So woman, man, it's not the birth that will make the distinction, but there is the instance of behavior, mental mind activity, and all that is being also considered. That's why there is a no. So here, women have got that kind of facility and they will be regarded as men. Probably taking this cue or otherwise other cue, the Sari Samaj people are making Upanayana Samskara to the ladies and make them also do Sandhya and all that. Anyway, so here, but our Vedas also attest to some extent that though they are born women, but they are men only. They are, so again, those men who lack self-knowledge, but engrossed with worldly objects, they are recognized as women. So this is not the body or form. Man becomes woman and woman becomes a man, depending upon the habits and convenience. So women also become considered as men. That's why they are eligible to recite mantras. These days you observe in public places, the temples and everywhere or in the houses, several women have learned our Veda, Rudram, Chamakam and all that. They keep on reciting that with all devotion. And moreover, those people, pasya dakshanvan na vichete antha. So it said anybody who has no eyes, he will not be able to see the knowledge regarding the God. And he cannot also experience the colors of the God. And therefore, this particular statement is very important as it insists on the superiority of Adhyatma Jnana and the kind of knowledge that is promoted by some of the members of the Kendra, and he will take also classes. Then accordingly, we are directed in the path of spirituality also. When once you set yourself on to that, then you are really monarch. You are really monarch and independent, and you can spend some time. And Om Swastiki stop చేద్దామండి. Om Swasti నిద్రస్తుంది. Sahana Bhavatu.
Sahana Bhavatu. Sahano Bhunaktu. Saha Viryam Karavavahe.